The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
He has no constitutional authority.
Does President Trump have the ability, have the authority to declare a national emergency, have the military build his wall?
Well, unfortunately, the short answer is yes.
I agree we have a national emergency, but the emergency is this president.
The president's made it clear he doesn't care.
The president is interested in resolving this issue.
We can't decide if it's a concrete wall or a steel fence.
The president is basically holding hundreds of thousands of federal workers hostage.
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? With everything we should be concerned with, they're talking about this wall. And this wall does affect us. It affects our economy. When people can walk over and they can take a person's job, work for a lot less. Plus, remember, every one of these people that come over, we're not telling them not to come. We're telling them to go through the front door instead of the back door. It's costing us around $20,000 per person, even more than that. I saw as high as $30,000. They only contribute back about $12,000. This is all about votes for the Democrats. This is their base. They don't care about terrorism. They don't care about the deaths. They don't care about any of it. It's just all about votes. I'm telling you, I don't want to be a Republican. I don't want to be a Democrat. When I watch the way they both act, you got to think independently. You got to be independent. Look what is going on with the stock market is a great example. Lying has become their cornerstone, both in Washington and Wall Street. They just lie. It's become so easy to lie. The fundamentals no more can you use to make a decision to buy a stock. Do you use the fundamentals of the company to make a decision? That's out the door. What are you, nuts? Anybody that's buying a company based on its fundamentals, based on its numbers, you're out of your mind. You'll never make money. Ask the people in 401k how they done this year. It's ridiculous. Here, listen to this. You talk about lying. This is finally, at least we got a couple people that are agreeing with me. Listen to this here. This is Carl Icahn.
You look at the debt in this country, 85-90% of this country really doesn't have a net worth. I mean, they keep talking about consumer wealth, but I don't think they have it. So they're borrowed to the hilt, and sooner or later, they got to stop borrowing, they got to pay it back. So sooner or later, we're going to hit a wall. We sort of hit a wall with this 20% move.
Yeah, now, but Larry Kudlow will come on and lie to us and say this.
Consumers are strong, jobs are rising.
First of all, consumers aren't strong. And jobs aren't rising. For heaven's sakes. We have 145 million people in our workforce. 50% only make 30 grand a year. In 1 year, they had a pay raise of $68 a month. Are you nuts? That's it. 3%. Their health insurance is going up 5% a month. Wipes it out. Housing keeps on climbing. Between housing and health insurance and food and college, are you kidding me? For Larry Kudlow to get on there and say something like this?
Consumers are strong, jobs are rising, wages are rising.
Wages are rising. Are you kidding? They're not rising enough, and we don't have the quality jobs. I mean, it's a joke to say wages are rising and the consumer is strong. He's only strong if he has a credit card. Just like what Icahn said. If they have a credit card, that's what has grown. This whole economy has been fake since 2008. Remember, they created a 300% rally by printing money. The central banks around the world, our central bank, the central banks around the world printed $22 trillion and injected it in central banks all over the world to move their stock markets up, all fake. Our central bank, we printed $16 trillion. $16 trillion. We took, remember, and put $3.2 trillion in. We front-loaded with quantitative easing, QE, which means we printed that money, and QE we stuck in. The first time it was in December of 2008, we stuck in $1 trillion. In other words, the Federal Reserve purchased $1 trillion in stock. And the market went up about, I think it was about 70%. Bank stocks went about 120%. That's fake. Stocks aren't supposed to go up because the Federal Reserve, our owners, go out and buy stock. They print money, and when they print money, every dollar in your wallet goes down in value. They're not doing us a favor. And when that stock market goes up, we don't gain. The guy on Main Street doesn't gain. The worker doesn't gain. The wealthy gain because they control 85% of that gain. So how can they say that, everything that they've done. And let me tell you, when Powell came out on Friday, remember we had the job numbers? Powell came out at the same time. Do you think that was a coincidence? Absolutely not. They're worried. They are very worried. They had to rally this market somehow. They had to rally this market. So they bring Powell out, so he backs off, and he subliminally is leaving us a message. He's not going to raise rates anymore. He's not going to raise rates in March. Just the opposite of what he said the last time. So they fudge a jobs number. And by the way, the 312,000 jobs, 40% of them are fake. If you compare the jobs number they claim, the BLS puts out there, 312,000, it doesn't match the withholding tax. Withholding tax is where you find the truth. Everybody who's employed has to pay a withholding tax. It shows that the BLS is pumped up the job numbers by 40%. And that's average. They do that every month through what we call the birth-death metric system. So you can discount 40% of those numbers phony to begin with. Powell came on to send a message out to the investors. He's not going to raise rates because he's worried. He's very worried. Because he knows the job gains aren't huge at all. If you think that here's another problem he's got. 50% of our 145 million workforce is making $30,000 a year. And think about this. Of that 145 million people, they have not even put away 15% of the 145 million people is not even putting away enough retirement for 1 year. 15%. 15%. So in other words, 15% of 145 million people, that's all, that has enough set aside for 1 year. 15% of 145 million has enough money set aside for retirement for 1 year. Everybody else doesn't. They don't talk about that. He's worried about housing. We have a retirement crisis he's worried about. He's worried about a housing crisis right now. Remember, housing is 25% of our GDP. Housing prices are being slashed right now. These are all the things he's worried about. That's why he came on, but he's not going to tell the truth. But I'll tell you the truth when we get back and how we'll make money. Don't go anywhere. Phil's Gang. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St.Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Markets are expressing concerns, again, about global growth in particular. I think that's becoming the main focus, and trade negotiations, which are related to that. And I'll just say that we're listening carefully to that. We're listening with, sensitively to the message that markets are sending.
Well, then you're doing it with a deaf ear. I have told you time and time again, and I told you on January 16th of last year, I said that was the first day of the stock market crash, that the big problem was China. Remember, it was China who saved everybody's bacon in 2008 because they were growing. And through their growth, the rest of the economies could grow. We all depend on China. So that saved us. But then starting in 2010, their growth ran into trouble. Now in 2018, they're in real trouble. And that's what's taken down this whole economy, the whole world economy, including our economy. But he keeps saying he's listening to messages. If he was listening to messages, he'd be doing something. First of all, he wouldn't be contradicting the job numbers that came out. He contradicted those numbers. The BLS, 3 days before they brought out the job numbers where they said the largest contributions came from construction. The largest contribution came from manufacturing. That was in these job numbers of 312,000. But just a few days earlier, the same BLS came out and said we have the largest surge in construction layoffs ever. So how could you have them saying on Friday most of the jobs were in construction, but a few days earlier, they're saying they saw the largest surge in construction layoffs? How could they say they saw the largest surge in jobs in manufacturing, but a few days earlier they said manufacturing was being severely hit and it was at a 2-year low? Here's what they're worrying about is debt. They're very worried about the $9 trillion in corporate debt. You heard Carl Icahn say the same thing. I've been telling you this all along. And that doesn't include the $5 trillion in junk they've got out there they're responsible for. They sold treasuries, they sold bonds to raise capital to prop up their balance sheets in 2008, and these are high-priced junk bonds, which means they pay people a high price of interest, 5, 6, 7%, to borrow money from them. And as the economy gets worse, the interest rate doubles. It's killing these companies. And now that they're raising rates, the Federal Reserve is raising rates. The rates are no more zero. So those rates are going up as well, and it's killing them. And all these stock buybacks are killing them now because they bought stocks at these high prices that now these prices have dropped 20%. Retirement. That's a real crisis going on they don't want to talk about. As I said, of that job number we had, even using their fake number, 312, about 183,000 of that 312 were seniors. Seniors who are going back to work because they couldn't afford. They're going back to work out of necessity. They couldn't afford to stay retired, which shows that the 401k is a total failure. If 401ks were so great, why are so many people going back to work? Housing. Housing is the most important. Housing is the most important part of the contribution to our economic growth. It's 25% of our economic growth. Housing is so important. And housing prices right now are starting to collapse. This is amazing. They don't want to talk about any of this stuff. All they talk about how everything is great. Housing, they say, is great, and the consumer is great.
We're in a very good housing market right now.
No, you're not in a good housing market right now. Let me tell you. The housing market contributes 25% to our economy's GDP. Housing plays a very, very important role in our economy's growth. that contributes the greatest source of wealth and savings, not 401ks. Your house is where your best wealth and savings come from. That contributes the largest part of our economic GDP growth. No other area contributes 25%, not your 401ks. Refis, that's where the wealth comes from. When people have equity in their home, they refi, and that's what the government is looking for. That's what the economy is looking for. They want you to go refi your house. By refiing your house, you go out and you contribute. You start buying stuff. You start consuming. This is what people do. They refi. If you remember in 2006, home equity rose so fast, and it peaked in 2006, that consumers drew out, like an ATM machine, drew out $185 billion to go spend, and that's what drove the GDP up another 4%. But guess what? That $185 billion was wiped out during the crash. People lost their homes. And by the way, let's take a look and see how much of that we got back. What are you, nuts? Oh, it's increased. Remember, it got wiped out. There's only $10 billion left. And now we're up to $14 billion. It's never recovered fully. That's where the wealth is. There's the real problem for this country. People don't have the wealth in their homes as they used to have. Now, what are they doing with prices? Sellers are aggressively selling. They're slashing their prices. This is big. This is a big deal, because when people start selling or slashing their prices, that means the equity goes down. They can't do refis. Refis have dropped by 75%. That means the economy is going to shrink, because people depend on their home to go out and raise capital, to go buy stuff. Then what happens? The housing market becomes a buyer's market. Buyer's market. This is what's happening right now. That's why you're not seeing a follow-through in the stock market on Friday. We had a 700-point rally. That was nothing more than a short covering rally. Don't pay attention to that rally. It was short covering. That was like my gang members who've been shorting the market. Like, for example, we were up on Nugget 20%. We shorted it. GDX, we shorted 10%. We shorted POS 8%. All this, this is all shorting where you're taking your profits. You're taking your profits. This is not a rally. Explain when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I will make sure that all the stocks that we are engaged in that are going up, we will get maximum returns, and we will be out of those stocks by watching our color-coded chart. You never again will have to worry about being out of an individual stock or an ETF or an index when the market crashes. You will be out before it does happen. All you got to do is join my gang, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'm reaching out to you. All I'm asking you to do is to reach back to the kids at St. Jude when you're making money.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, I made a mistake in the last sector. Delta, Dollar General are up 7%, not shorting. These are the ones we purchased. The members are up 7% on DLTR. And we are on Nugget Gold, 20%. The members are up 10% on GDX Gold. These are both gold mining stocks. And POS, which is silver, 8% now. Now, when I tell you they're up 20, 10, 8, I'm not saying every gang member because I don't know where every gang member gets in. We will give them the signal. If you join the gang, and we'll call you our working investor group, you don't do anything. You just wait for our 2 o'clock update on the stocks that we are in. So there's 5 stocks that we invest in every day. We've been investing in these same 5 stocks for 2 years. We've been averaging a return on those same 5 stocks of 10%. Better, actually. Now, I can't guarantee you we're going to average 10% again this year, But I can tell you this, we've been with those same stocks for 2 years. We know these stocks. And the beautiful thing is when the market drops, we sell them short. Not like you in a 401k, you got to sit there. You can't do a darn thing. Now, as far as shorting, when the market was collapsing, give you an example, we were shorting Ralph Lauren, 15% gain. We were shorting Halliburton and oil, 13%. We shorted Citi, a bank, 18%. So we have our members set up. And if you, again, you don't want to spend any time in our classes, and you don't want to be an aggressive investor, come to our classes every day, then this is ideal for you. Just be part of the working group where all you do is at 2 o'clock, we send you our alert. We tell you exactly what to do with each one of those stocks, those 5 stocks, and we have a bonus stocks. Now, during the day, if something dramatic happens to one of those stocks, then we'll turn around and we'll alert you. But we always make sure you're on the right side of the transaction, meaning you're making money as it goes down as well as goes. You can't do that right now. Your broker doesn't let you do that. He never lets you do that. Now, a couple of stocks that we started to work with today, which would be ideal for you to join the gang, we just started with Netflix. That's right. We went in and we purchased Netflix today. And it's setting up beautiful on our chart, Netflix. Netflix has been red since back in, it was around $377, and that was back in October. And she went down to $227. So we watched it, and then we finally, that's probably about a 20% drop. And then what we did is we waited, and finally the institution started to buy it, and it started to turn green on January 3rd. And then we got another rally on it on January 4th. Today, we got our confirmation. We started to buy Netflix today. And now we'll try to at least get a 10% return or more. Now what we'll do is guide you. So every day, you don't have to worry. We tell you exactly what to do. Buy, hold, add, or run like hell. It's a great way to learn. It's a great way if you don't want to learn. A lot of people say, I just don't want to learn. I just want to have somebody give me a stock that's a good stock, tell me when to get in, and tell me when to get out. And then when it goes down, I want the choice of either being out of it and you protected me, or I want the choice, I can have the option that I can make money when it goes down by shorting it. And we do it for you. We guide you all the way down. You've got to, I don't know how anybody thinks they can make money. I mean, look at this 20% drop we had in October. On October 3rd, when the market broke of key support, I got all of my gang members short. I said it broke the key 50-day moving average. And therefore, we were short the airlines, we were short the banks, we were short U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel, we were short 22% return on U.S. Steel. So check it out. Just try it. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. And all I ask you, donate to St. Jude. And as I tell my members, you got a whole year now, a whole year, to get a 10% return. And anytime, you're at the end of the month, you don't want to stay, you're not happy, we're not, just judge me by our performance. For not performing, leave. It's only a $39.95 investment. Invest in yourself, for heaven's sakes. There's no contracts. It's so simple. Try it for 30 days. And every day I say at 2 o'clock is when we post those 5 stocks plus the bonus stocks. And if you just follow what we say and don't go off the reservation, add when we tell you to add. Just follow those. You'll be fine. Now, for those who want to learn and be aggressive and want to really learn about trading and investing and charting, we have, I think, the best academy in the country online. So check us out, 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call, and remember St. Jude. Okay, so here's where we stand with the market. Every market has a rally during its crash. It always happens. Don't let these jibber-jabbers tell you nonsense. Here, listen to this. This is absolutely nuts. to say that the bottom is in the market. I mean, that's what they're telling us now. The bottom is in. How can anyone say that? It makes no sense. And they're saying us the fundamentals are good. Listen.
The correction that we've seen, 20%, in our view, was largely a function of toxic sentiment. But the underlying fundamentals are pretty good.
The fundamentals are not good. How can you say the fundamentals are good? What, are you nuts? How can you say that?
So you think the lows are in?
I think they are, and I think we're heading back into this mid-90s environment. If the stock market is a market of stocks.
Are you kidding me? For them to come out and tell you that? See, you're better off having no opinion. Having no opinion. And just follow the big money. That's what we do. If the big money gets in and they're buying, we'll buy. If they start taking their money out, guess what? We'll get out. You follow the big money. And I put together a chart that's color-coded that tells us that. My God, to say that the bottom is in is insane. Are you kidding? People, they forget what we just went through. We have the biggest problem you have. To say the fundamentals are good, we're putting a bottom in when you have a debt. Never mind just the debt our corporations have. Look at the debt our country has. You got to be out of your mind to think something like that. So why don't you join the gang, and why don't you follow us tonight, starting with DG or LUV or Netflix, NFLX. Follow one of those with us. I mean, LOW, I'm sorry, Lowe's, not LUV, Lowe's. Follow us with Lowe's. That's a great one today. Lowe's, it looks beautiful. Now, this rally can happen for 3 days, 3 weeks. Doesn't matter. We'll make money on the way up with it. But it's not. This is not the end of it. It is not the end of it, because we just have too much headwind. You can't keep on cheating. The whole thing that drove this market was stock buybacks. That's over. Interest rates are going up. I mean, for people to come out and say this is nuts. Listen, the stock buybacks are over.
A lot of these companies, instead of using their money to build productivity, went out and just bought stock back, in some cases at the wrong time, many cases at the wrong time. Corporate debt is pretty high, and it's coming due, and it is coming due. So you don't have the false impression that, oh, these guys have so much money now. I don't think many of them do.
See, they don't. This is crazy. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG, and start tonight. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
St.Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, it's amazing. People are going to look at this market now. They're going to listen to the jibber jabbers. They're all going to jump back in exactly at the wrong time. Now, I'm not saying to get back, not to get back in the market, because short covering rallies can be very, very profitable. But the key is to have somebody to be able to tell you, now it's time to get out, and it's time to reverse your position, and let's sell it short. So let's give you an example. Today, we bought Netflix at $305. It's already up to $315. It's still early. It's up 3% in one day. Now, we're going to make sure that our target is a minimum of 10%. But the big key is to make sure you never lose any more than 2 to 3%. We put a stop in. So why don't you join the gang now, and then you can start with us just with Netflix. Here's another good one. We started today with Lowe's. Now, we bought Lowe's at $94.80. Same thing. We're putting a stop in. So our goal is 10%, and we can't lose any more than 2 to 3%. So we have a good risk-to-reward ratio. And we bought it at $94.80, and it's already up to $96.05. So what we do is, again, is work these stocks and grind them down every day. Now, and that's up 2% in one day. Now, we know this market rally is not going to hold, but that's okay, because we'll have our members out and the money in their pocket. We know this market's not going to hold, but why not take advantage of this, what they call a short covering rally? The biggest problem for these markets, to say that the bottom is it, they did the same thing in 2008 when the market was crashing. We had this big rally, same thing. And everybody got in, they got hurt again. You can't have an economy like this, for God's sakes. The headwinds are terrible. The government spending is awful. Congress spends $11 billion a day against revenues of $5 billion a day. That means we're short $6 billion a day, and we have to borrow that from China. We're paying China $824 million a day, or $239 million each hour. That's $4 million every minute. They own us. Our national debt is rising 36% faster than our economy. Our economy's not growing. Why isn't our economy growing? Because of housing. Housing, again, is the killer. Is the killer. Look, think about housing. Housing is the biggest, that's where the profit is for everybody. That's where everybody's wealth is, in housing. And the biggest problem with housing right now, remember, the housing market used to be 60% of homes sold were to first-time home builders. The people between the ages of about 25 years old and 35 years old. The millennials, we'll say. But the problem is they don't have jobs. They're living at home. So the reason the economy can't grow to 4 to 5% is because this age group that made up 60% of the housing, which grew the economy, because when you bought a house and then the equity kept building and building, then you go out and refi your house, you go spend that money in the economy. That's how the economy grows. Not from 401ks. It grows from having a housing that continues to go and growth and builds equity. Well, that's not happening, because look what happened. We got a retirement crisis. People who are supposed to retire are not retiring. We got people who left the workforce to retire, and they're going back in. Of the 312 million fake number, 118 million of them were seniors going back to work. That means we have about 25 million millennials who are living at home with their parents. And those millennials used to be, that age group used to be the driver of housing. They drove 60% of the housing move. That's where the first-time home buyer, that's the key right there. Construction was, remember, housing's 25% of our economic growth. Construction, new homes, is 8% of that 25%. What grew our economy is when young people got married, have a family, then they go out and spend. They build a house, go spend. Buy furniture, buy lawn furniture, buy all that. That's not happening anymore. They're at home living with mom because wages suck. Wages are terrible. The jobs that are out there are awful. They're not high-paying jobs. Most of the jobs that we got last week were healthcare jobs. What are you, nuts? Not jobs in drilling and mining and oil and construction. They lied to us. The withholding tax shows that. So with the housing, we got two big problems. We got the fact that the corporate debt, they were paying no interest. Now they got to pay interest of 3% or more. That's killing their earnings. That kills their stock price. But these jibber-jabbers aren't going to tell you the truth. That's the first problem right there. So with the stock buybacks, with interest rates going up, not only did they overpay for their stocks, guess what? Their earnings are going to start coming back down because it was that stock buyback that drove their fake earnings up to push up the fake price that created the bubble. So we got a housing crisis, we got a retirement crisis, and then on top of all this, we got a spending problem with our government. We have to keep borrowing. And we have, remember the $1.5 trillion national debt? I mean, $1.5 trillion, that big tax cut. We're going to cut tax by $1.5 trillion to the big corporations, so they'll take that $1.5 trillion and make more jobs, increase wages. That never happened. That was a whole lie. It never happened. Just like the same lie that Obama was, hey, you can keep your doctor, you can keep your health care plan. This was another big lie. Hey, we'll cut their taxes by $1.5 trillion. And guess what? and you'll benefit. Your wages will go up. There'll be new jobs created. None of that was true. So here's what you got to think about. I don't want you thinking at all about government spending. I don't want you to think about the weak dollar. I don't want you to think, well, if the weak dollar, if it's weak, that means good for tech stocks or semis or bank stocks. You haven't got to know any of this. You haven't got to know any of this stuff I'm talking about. Here's all you got to know. It's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. For $39.95 a month, you get an alert that tells you what to do with these 5 stocks. The same 5 stocks we've been in for 2 years. The spiders, that's excellent. I don't know why anybody would be in a 401k when you can buy the spiders, buy the 500 best companies, and your fees are almost nothing. Goldman Sachs, Intel, Caterpillar, Schlumberger. Today, after 2 years, we swapped out IBM for AT&T. So there's these 5 stocks. Now we got 2 bonus stocks, Nike and Jabil. So think about it. That's all you got to do. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Go check it out. And it's archived. You got to make it at 2 o'clock. Spend 2 minutes a day. And we'll give you the alerts to back you. How easy is that? And if you want to become more sophisticated, more active, you want to be you want to do day trading, you want to do trading 1 to 2 days, you want to be really aggressive, we have a whole academy for that. All right. One quick thing. I'm running out of time. This is insane. This woman, she doesn't know what socialism is.
And when you have a progressive tax rate system, your tax rate, let's say from $0 to $75,000 may be 10% or 15%, etc. But once you get to like the tippy tops, on your 10 millionth dollar, sometimes you see tax rates as high as 60 or 70%.
She's crazy, this woman. She's insane. You know what socialism is? See, capitalism is a system that allows those, who don't want to be just average, who want to achieve through hard work and sacrifice to build wealth. Socialism is to support a system or support those who do not or who want to be average, who don't want to achieve, who aren't ambitious, and they want yours. That's what socialism's all about. It's a system to take away from those who worked hard to create, to redistribute it to people like her. That's what it's all about. Are you nuts? Look, I can't solve any of this, but I can solve one thing for you, your stock problem. 877-600-GANG, join, start with these 5 stocks tonight.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to